Lions will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. Flushed out right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. On play action, Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
At the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Browns 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him, and try and cover him before he gets going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, Haskins. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns add on to their lead. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Browns 21, Washington 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Washington.
Buying time to his left, and now he's going to use his legs. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Not much there, only a yard. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
To Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin, his sixth touchdown of the season. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Operating from the gun, Haskins.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted by...
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he finds Parker here, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, Haskins. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jeremy Sprinkle as the first half is winding down. And Washington has made this a one-score game. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Conversion.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Again, it's Haskins. Flush to his right. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A run for Nick Chubb, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Chubb on the carry.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, 27 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Throwing, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here, 3rd and long after that last sack. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Going deep here for Parker. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry,
That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
From the gun, Haskins eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this one go for Latimer. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Olivier Vernon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Washington 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Richardson on the
and the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Browns' 5-yard line.
They try again with Peterson. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Haskins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now. 1st and 10 at the 20. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
15.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Out. 3 down.
Mayfield on play action. And this will be incomplete.
Pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield now steps away to his left, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run. Chubb. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. In the game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned.
And he's into the clear.
Is that it?
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Andrew Sendejo swoops in for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Andrew Sendejo. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And Mike. Picked off at the 30. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be getting a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone. And in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And now here is another interception. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
That's trash. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
And again, it's Chubb. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Fighting through. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Month 56. That's a slam.
Now Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.